In the 5th century, as Roman rule collapsed in Britain, a warlord named Riothamus possibly inspired the legendary King Arthur. Historical records describe his battles against Saxon invaders, blending fact with folklore. This era of chaos became fertile ground for heroic myths, where real struggles were immortalized through oral traditions. The line between history and legend began to blur. Medieval monks played an unexpected role as mythmakers. While transcribing texts like Historia Bretonum, they Christianized pagan stories. Arthur's sword Excalibur gained divine origins, and his battles became moral allegories. Monasteries served as cultural blenders where Celtic deities quietly transformed into Christian symbols, ensuring these stories survived religious upheavals. In 12th century Champagne, Chrétien de Troyes reshaped Arthurian lore for aristocratic audiences. He introduced revolutionary concepts like Lancelot's adulterous love for Guinevere and the mystical Holy Grail. These new layers transformed warrior tales into complex narratives of chivalry, setting standards for European literature that still influence romantic storytelling today. English monarchs soon recognized Arthur's propaganda value. When Henry II discovered Arthur's tomb at Glastonbury in 1191, it legitimized Plantagenet rule over Celtic territories. The fabricated round table at Winchester Castle further cemented this narrative. Myths became weapons of statecraft, proving that whoever controls the past controls the present. Emerging from 13th century peasant revolts, Robin Hood represented resistance against Norman oppression. Early ballads depict him as a yeoman stealing from corrupt abbots, not the nobleman of later tales. This outlaw myth gave voice to societal tensions, showing how folklore preserves the perspectives of those excluded from official histories. Before printing standardized tales, regional versions flourished. Yorkshire's Robin Hood was a vengeful killer, while Nottingham's was a playful trickster. Similarly, Welsh Arthur fought giants, whereas French Arthur presided over courtly tournaments. These variations reveal how communities adapted myths to reflect local values and historical grievances. William Caxton's 1485 printing of Le Morte Arthur created the definitive English version. Suddenly, one interpretation dominated all others. The press also disseminated Robin Hood ballads as cheap pamphlets, fixing characters like Friar Tuck in popular consciousness. Mass production both preserved and fossilized these once fluid traditions. Victorian artists like Tennyson and the Pre-Raphaelites reinvented medieval tales for industrial Britain. Their nostalgic portrayals, from the Lady of Shalott to painted knightly scenes, sanitized the Middle Ages while feeding nationalist sentiments. This revival demonstrated myths' adaptability to contemporary ideologies, even as they appeared timeless. From Errol Flynn's swashbuckling Robin Hood to John Boorman's mystical Excalibur, films repackaged medieval myths for modern audiences. Hollywood's versions often prioritize spectacle over accuracy, yet their visual language, castle silhouettes, gleaming armor, became how millions imagined the Middle Ages, proving these stories' enduring visual power. Video games like The Witcher 3 and TV series like Cursed deconstruct medieval tropes for contemporary sensibilities. They explore gender dynamics and moral ambiguity absent in original tales, while blockchain technology even creates new interactive storytelling formats. After 1,500 years, these stories still serve as mirrors to our evolving societal values.